That is tagged out into center field. That is carried over the fence. It's going to be a 2-run homer for the freshman, Addison Stewart. Welcome to today's broadcast of Lumberjack Softball State Tournament action on KOFE 1240 AM St. Mary's. This is the Idaho High School Softball 2022 State Championship, brought to you by the Idaho High School Activities Association in conjunction with the United Dairymen of Idaho. Join Tim Parrish as he brings you all the action live from Orofino, Idaho. We want to take a moment to thank our broadcast sponsors and hope that you'll do the same. Without them, we wouldn't be here. Now to the field for the pregame with Tim Parrish. Go Lumberjacks! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here in Orofino, Idaho for day 2 of the 2A State Softball Tournament hosted by the United Dairymen of Idaho and the Idaho High School Activities Association. And we've got a good one for you this morning. The number 1 seeded Malad Dragons taking on the number 3 seeded St. Mary's Lumberjacks in the semifinals. The Dragons are the defending state champions from last year. Should be a heck of a ball game. St. Mary's did play Malad last year in round 1. We'll talk about that as the pregame progresses. Taking a look at the weather today, currently 53 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and a light northeast wind of 2 miles per hour. So pretty nice so far. Weather's supposed to be pretty nice through most of the day. Could see some showers later in the afternoon. We'll see what happens with that. But for right now, we're going to take a quick break and a word from our sponsors. So we'll be back with more of the pregame after this.
P1FCU wants to help you get out and explore the Pacific Northwest. Each time you make a purchase with your P1FCU debit MasterCard, you get entered to win a weekly prize. You'll also get entered to win our grand prize getaway, including 2 e-bikes and a stay at Silver Mountain. Win a little adventure from P1FCU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. No purchase necessary. Only your prohibited. Find your rules at P1FCU.org/adventure and turn the NCUA.
Riverbend Car Wash Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's, is open 24 hours. They have washers and dryers of all sizes to help you get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of their drop-off laundry service, where they wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you get your laundry done, be sure to take advantage of the touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
I'm Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I am a proud sponsor of St. Mary's Lumberjack Softball on KOFE 1240 AM. Call 208-883-4460 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
When was the last time you stopped by North Idaho Vinyl Graphics and Design? Well, listen up. North Idaho Vinyl Graphics Design is more than just a place to get a banner. They make door and window decals, logos, vehicle wraps, and, of course, banners and signs. North Idaho Vinyl Graphics Design can also do custom shirts, sweatshirts, and feather flags. North Idaho Vinyl Graphics Design does way more than just banners. Located at 89 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, or give Marie Weber a call at 245-2332. That's 245-2332. North Idaho Vinyl Graphics Design, your hometown decal gal.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Shift and Grind wishes Berkeley and the Lumberjacks softball team the best of luck at state. And we're back here in Orofino, Idaho for the 2A state softball tournament. We are in the semifinal game. We got two undefeated in-state tournament play teams getting ready to face off the Lumberjacks and the Malad Dragons. Take a look real quickly. We want to shout out and congratulations to the boys golf team for St. Mary's that finished fourth at state just this week. Also, congratulations to Seth Swallows, who finished third for the boys. The girls' golf team finished sixth at the state golf tournament. Sammy Sink was the highest finisher for the girls. She finished at 15th. She was tied for 15th. Once again, boys baseball at state. They played hard down in Nampa, but they lost in their first two games 9-6 in extra innings. They went down not without a fight down at state. So congratulations to them on hard-fought games down there. Congratulations to the 16 Lumberjack tracksters that qualified for state. They're competing for state today and yesterday. Jacqueline Linnemeyer, congratulations to her, as she placed fourth yesterday at the 2A state track tournament in the shot event. So that's an update on some other Lumberjack sports action, the state tournament action for Lumberjacks this week. We're going to take another break, and we'll come back with an update of the softball state bracket.
From sunup to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Select Feeds in St. Mary's is your one-stop farm and garden shop. Everything from pet supplies to livestock feeds and supplies. Triple X Feeds has it. For supplies, they have that also. From saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can catch you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds, located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturday. Triple X Feeds is a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to St. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to St.
Tacos, nachos, and burgers. Oh my! The Four-Wheel Grill in St. Mary's has that and much more. Fries, burritos, wraps, cookbowls. There's just too much to list. If you haven't tried the Four-Wheel Grill, you're missing out. Four-Wheel Grill, located in the St. Mary's Don Cycle parking lot, is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Four-Wheel Grill sponsor this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. Call 421-1027. That's 360-421-1027. Four-Wheel Grill on Facebook.
Plumbing needs, call Hey, six professional staff can be assured guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at 618. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. It's plumbing and heating, installation, service, and repair when you need it. It's plumbing and heating, St. Mary's.
Mitchell Excavation in Fernwood wants to wish Stacy and the entire Lumberjack softball team the best of luck at the state tournament. For all of your road building, site preparation, call Mitchell Excavation at 208-245-1160. Whether it's digging for plumbing and electrical or home site preparation, Mitchell Excavation is the place to call. That's Mitchell Excavation in Fernwood, 208-245-1160. We are back here in Orofino, Idaho. Lumberjack girls taking their little Amy Audi warm-up practice here before semifinal action gets underway. Here's an update of the bracket. 4 teams remain in the state softball tournament. You've got Ladd and St. Mary's in the semifinal round on the championship side of the bracket still. You've got West Jefferson and Nampa Christian battling in a loser-out game on the other field this morning. Then we'll move around to game 13, which will be the game played after these 2 games are completed. So the loser of the Lumberjacks game against Malad will play the winner of the game between West Jefferson and Nampa Christian. So like I said, Ladd and St. Mary's both undefeated so far in state tournament action. And West Jefferson, Nampa Christian, 1 loss away from heading home for the rest of the day, of course. So that is a bracket update that is brought to you by St. Joe Sports Stop in St. Mary's. St. Joe Sports Stop, your one-stop shop for hunting and fishing licenses, your fishing gear, hunting gear, anything you might need before you head out into the woods or out onto the water. St. Joe Sports Stop is the place to go. We're going to take another break, and we'll come back with more of our pregame here from Orofino.
Hodge Funeral Home has long been a community leader in St. Mary's, and Hodge can come in and discuss financial arrangement options before any crisis arises in your family. Hodge is knowledgeable, caring, and will suggest better plans that will fit your wishes and budget. And being a community leader, Hodge Funeral Home is proud to be a sponsor of the Lumberjack State Game. We're proud of you and wish you all of that. Go, Jack!
Wondering how to manage your retirement benefits? How big should it be to retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all of your other questions. Treasury and Advisor Services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA, SIPC. For 30 years of financial planning. Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. Experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. Message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More teamed up to create our own blend with Land Grove Roasters of Troy, Idaho. Roast sticks within 24 hours to ensure you have the freshest, locally sourced energy food you can provide. Whistle Stop Coffee and More also has bagels, fresh fruit parfaits, and house-made nitro cold brew on tap with refillable growlers to take your summer recreation. Also coming soon, mobile food vendors. Whistle Stop Coffee and More at 801 Railroad Avenue, St. Mary's, where local and handcrafted are our priority.
Margie Cannon wants to thank the St. Mary's community and Penola County for the continued support of not only herself, but of the community. Whether it's supporting local businesses, supporting your local charities, or families in need, people of St. Mary's and Penola County are always there to help. Margie also wants to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck and wants to let you know that the entire St. Mary's community is proud of you and is cheering you on. Margie says, go Lumberjack!
Janelle Mars Bolsters, Bureau Insurance Agent in St. Mary's, is proud of the St. Mary's Lumberjacks for making it to the state tournament because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason why so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. They have great customer service and customer service. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it from our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's. And we are back here in Orofino. I'm getting told that we're breaking up a little bit back at the studio, so we're trying to see if we can get that to correct itself. I think yesterday I was connected through going today. It's a little bit spotty, so we'll do the best we can. Hopefully we'll maybe switch over to that Wi-Fi connection. That other connection doesn't hold it steady, because I think that's kind of what it's designed for. But in the case, we do the best we can to get through the thing, even a little bit breaking up. Hopefully it's not bad. I think yesterday for the Lumberjacks, they had a pretty good day. It's the first time, according to Todd in his 15 years as Lumberjack coach, that the St. Mary's have ever won in their first two games of the state. So a big record kind of breaking, or a big day for the Lumberjack softball team. So that's one hurdle to get over that they've never been able to do. So pretty cool. Lumberjacks, they beat Declo in the first game by a score of 9-5, which that game was kind of back and forth, pretty fun game. Second game against West Jefferson, St. Mary's won that one 6-2. That one had some exciting points to it, particularly in the bottom of the sixth inning when West Jefferson ended up with the bases loaded, nobody out, as they had two runners on. Coach Bitterman decided to intentionally walk Jordan Torgerson, one of the top batters, top players for West Jefferson. He loaded the bases with no outs, and he told Stacy that he's putting her into a little bit of a tough spot, and she needs to get her out of it. And she did a very good job. So with bases loaded, no outs, the next two batters had struck out in their first two at bats, and Watkins was able to strike out the third batter. The second batter flew out on a pop-up, and the third batter did walk a run across, and then she was able to strike out the next batter, only giving up one run in that instance. So a good job for Nancy Watkins to bear down, keep her composure in a tough situation, and get Lumberjacks out of that. So it was a great time at that point in the game. The biggest probably moment in that game for Lumberjacks, and they came through. So big game for them on that one. Lumberjacks played very well in the first game. They averaged .328 for the batting average. Stacey Mitchell had a great first day of the tournament. She averaged .750 for batting. She had 3 triples in the first game, and a couple of big hits in that second game as well. Lumberjacks, the team, had 20 hits, 8 triples, 2 triples, 11 RBIs. Pitching, Casey Watson had an 3 in the games yesterday. She struck out 30 batters, walked just 2, and she had 13 total pitches yesterday in 14 innings, and she faced 57 batters. So it was a good day for Lumberjacks overall. Now they've got to continue that here today against a very tough Malad team. This Malad team has only lost one game all season. We'll talk about the Malad Dragons when we return.
I'm all about keeping the family driving safe at potholes. So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. So cheap tires don't offer. I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/store details.
Looking for good food during the Raise to Joe weekend? Try St. Joe River Dogs of St. Mary's, Idaho. St. Joe River Dogs has everything from nachos to chef-fire dogs to snow. Friday night, we'll find St. Joe River Dogs by Main Street for the show and shine. Then Saturday and Sunday, they'll get the IFI landing where you can get road action. St. Joe River Dogs wishing Lumberjacks best of luck at state.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? Do you need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You can call Andy's Arbor Recycling. Andy's Arbor Recycling specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and chipping. Andy's Arbor Recycling also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and such preparation, call Andy's Arbor Recycling. It's 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor Recycling. Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido makes it chill. Save the poor Pines Motel at 2452
6545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido. Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years' experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Cooney, and Latah County, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with your bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric. So we are back, and opponent preview here for the Malad Dragons as the opponent update is brought to you by SMD Photography in St. Mary. Michelle Davenport, she was here yesterday, and I think, I'm not sure if she's going to be here today or not, but she is the place to go for St. Mary's for all of your action photos for Lumberjack Sports. The Dragons finished 18-1 of the season. They're now 20-1. They're on a 6-game win streak. The state's top team is the Malad Dragons. They were undefeated in April when they suffered the first loss at the end of River 3-18 by 7-6 score. So that's a little bit about the Dragons. Their pitcher today is a freshman, and she has an average of 1.12, 16 wins and 1 loss on the regular season. 17 appearances for her, 57 hits allowed, 29 runs, 14 of those for her, 13 walks, and 110 strikeouts. She hit 4 batters with both and 340 batters, 87.1 innings pitched. So she's a pretty solid pitcher for the Dragons as a team. They bat for of the season. Their slugging percentage 669. They've got 227 runs on 233 hits, 171 RBIs, 45 doubles, 14 triples, and 20 home runs, 57 walks, 69 strikeouts. Fielding, a 933 fielding percentage for them, 31 errors on the year. They are the champions from last year, District 5 out of champions as well, out of the Southeast Idaho Conference. And they have a fairly young roster, 2 seniors, 4 juniors, 3 sophomores, 8 freshmen. So we're going to take a break. After taking a look at the Malad Dragons, we'll be back.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Where can you watch the Cutthroat races, enjoy live music, good food, and loads of fun? Cutthroat Resort is where. The Cutthroat Resort, located at 18985 St. Joe River Road, is right on the river and offers a great view of the Race the Joe action. The fun starts Friday, May the 27th, and lasts all weekend long. Bands, boats, drinks, and food. The Cutthroat Resort on the St. Joe River is a campground, a restaurant, and full bar. Hours, Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Sundays, 12 to 7. The Cutthroat Resort on the St. Joe River in St. Mary's. Hughes Ace Hardware is ready to get you ready for the summer. Start with the yard work from lawnmowers to wheelbarrows. Hughes Ace Hardware will help take the work out of the yard work. Once the yard work is covered, be sure to pick up some wild bird food, 2 for $20, and make sure your feathered friends are fed. Then, feed yourself on one of the many barbecue grill options at Hughes Ace Hardware. Whether it's a Traeger pellet grill or a Weber gas grill, Hughes Ace Hardware has one for you. That's Hughes Ace Hardware in St. Mary's.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes, that'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official.
need more officials in Idaho. Because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Bud and Janice McCall want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck at the state tournament. Bud and Janice are longtime community members and Lumberjack supporters and are proud to support this broadcast of Lumberjack Sports. Bud and Janice McCall say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
Tax time is here again. I know, it's not your favorite. But based on our blog, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways to have your back.
Lady Lounge.
Anybody else?
And we are back here at Orofino. The team's meeting at the home plate with the Empires. Lumberjacks are the visiting team in this one, being the number 3 seed. The Dragons, number 1 seed, are the home team. The Dragons in their black and orange. St. Mary's in their green and gold. Taking a look at the lineups, Lumberjacks will bat first, and it'll be Addison Stewart leading off, Berkeley McGrill on deck, Casey Watkins in the 3 spot, Stacy Mitchell in the 4, Anna Sandy in the 5, Danica Sloper in the 6, Mia Asbury in the 7, Michaela Spray in the 8, and Brenna Elliott in the 9. In the outfield, it'll be Wrigley Peterson pitching for the Dragons. It'll be Caitlin Pickett behind home plate, Allie Horsley over at first base, Briley Oglesby at second, Beth McClain after Maddie Green in short, Maggie Willie in left, Austin Cohn in center, and Abby Kimberly in right field. A couple of players that were on the team last year that played against St. Mary's. St. Mary's lost last year to Malad 6-2 in the opening rounds of state tournament action down in Napa. Abby Kimberly was on that team, as was Willie. Maggie Willie, and then we've got Caitlin Pickett, Maddie Green, and Allie Horsley were all on that team last year for the Dragons. Okay, so the Dragons ended up striking out 13 times against St. Mary's last year, and they did put across 10 runs. They had only 10 runs. They won 10-6 in that game. They had 8 hits against St. Mary's with 6 RBIs. The Lumberjacks last year, 6 runs, 7 hits, 5 RBIs, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. And these are just last year's numbers. They don't mean a whole lot. Watkins pitched for 5 innings last year, had 7 hits on her, 10 runs, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, a strikeout 12, and there was 3 home runs hit on her. Gracie Barton graduated, came in for the last 2 innings. 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout for her last year. Once again, those stats don't really mean a whole lot, but that is what we are going to let you just know about. Once again, Peterson is pitching for the Dragons. She is a freshman. 1.12 earned run average, 102 strikeouts to 13 walks on the season. She has faced 340 batters. Little comparison with the pitching. Casey Watkins, 335 batters faced, 240 strikeouts for her, 38 walks. She has an earned run average of .48, and Watkins will be in the pitching circle today for the Lumberjacks. Leading off for St. Mary's, like I said, it will be Addison Stewart, and Stewart batting, let's see here, where is that at? On the season, 460. She's made 35 runs on 29 hits, 14 RBIs, 10 doubles, 3 triples, 1 home run, 10 walks, 7 strikeouts for her. 762 is her slugger percentage. She just barely edges out Casey Watkins' slugger percentage at 733. Addison Stewart ready to step into the batter's box. We're ready for the first pitch here from Orofino. Semifinal action in 2A state softball tournament hosted by the Idaho High School Activities Association in conjunction with United Dairymen of Idaho. You're listening to the home of Lumberjack Sports, 1240 KOFE, St. Mary's. Stewart ready to take her first pitches from Peterson. The umpire steps back by home plate. Scoreboard having some issues again with today. They've had some issues with the scoreboards the last couple of days. And that one was a little bit of off-speed pitch, and Stewart swinging right underneath it for strike number 1. Stewart ready for the next pitch. 0-1 count. Peterson fires. And again, he swings underneath it. Strike 2. Both those pitches maybe a little bit high. Maybe a right ball coming out of the freshman. Next pitch on the way. That one was pretty much the same, up high, and Addison Stewart wisely held off. Didn't chase that third strike, and it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strike count now to Stewart. Peterson fires. That one's going to be fouled off as Addison Stewart battles at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes out to Stewart. On deck for Lumberjacks is Berkeley McGrill. Peterson rocks and fires. That one's down in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes as Addison works her way back into the count, evens it up 2-2. Peterson toes rubber. The pitch on the way. That was a nice pitch, and Addison Stewart gets just a piece of it to foul it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes still to Stewart. Peterson loads up the pitch on the way. Ground ball down to the third baseman. She's going to scoop it. The throw to first is in time for the first out. That's Beth McClain with the ground out. From 5 to 3. And it's number 1. Berkeley McGrill up for Lumberjacks. Her batting average 260 on the season. Her family is shifting behind. Wants to wish her good luck in the state tournament. She swings at that first pitch for strike 1. To wind up the pitch, another swing and a miss right over the top of that one. 0-2 count. Of course, I think everybody in St. Mary's, especially Berkeley and all the girls, good luck, of course. But Berkeley swings up that one, strike 3. The 1 strikeout for Peterson, 2 down for the Lumberjacks. Brings up Casey Watkins, quality batter for the Lumberjacks, batting .500 on the season. 30 hits. 1 RBIs, 27 runs, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. She swings for strike 1. Next pitch on the way. That was fouled off and out of play for strike 2. Look at Peterson so far. She doesn't have the speed that Watkins has, but she's doing something right out there at the moment. Lumberjacks trying to figure her out. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the Lumberjacks go 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first inning. And no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. And we'll have the lineup for the... Well, we'll do that right now, I think. We don't get a lot of time between the innings, so... We'll take that look right now at the outfield for Lumberjacks. Casey Watkins in the pitching circle. Addison Stewart behind home plate. Asbury over at first base. In for the injured Lexi Fuller. Berkeley McGrill at second. Danica Sloper at third. Anna Sandy at short. Stacey Mitchell left field. Maddie Thomas in center. And Brenna Elliott is in right. Batting order for the Dragons. Caitlin Pickett leads off. Riley Oglesby, number 2, Maddie Green, number 3, Hallie Horsley in number 4, number 5 is Ripley Peterson, number 6, Maggie Willie, number 7, Boston Combs, Ray Adley Kimberly, and number 9, Gracie Goddard for the Dragons. A little bit of an update here that Fuller is okay, and she will be fine, but she is out for today. And it takes just a little bit of time to recuperate and heal from the injury that she did suffer yesterday. I'm not going to really give anybody what the injury was. If you're close family, you know what happened, how she is. But we do want to report that she is going to be fine, and she'll be ready to go next softball season. We do want to give our support to her, and hopefully that she heals quickly. That's Lexi Fuller, who was injured yesterday.
On deck number 5.
So it will be Caitlin Kaylin Pickett leads off. She is the catcher. 480 on the season. She's a sophomore. 25 runs, 24 hits, 21 RBIs, 6 doubles, 1 triple, 3 home runs. Walked 12 times, struck out twice. Takes her first pitch from Watkins. That's a strike on the inside corner. 0-1 count now to Pickett. The wind, the pitch. Going to swing at a rising ball, looks like. Strike 2. Looked like Watkins even took a little bit off of that one. It looked like it was that rise ball that she can throw. 0-2 count now, Pickett. And she's going to take a swing at a high one there. It's just a piece of it to foul it backwards. Count remains 0-2 now to Pickett. Watkins steps back up. Rocks and fires. That's going to be a line drive, base hit out in the center field for Pickett, the leadoff. Lumberjacks get the throw in quickly. Right in the gap in the center field. Puts a runner on for the Dragons. That'll bring up Riley Oglesby. Riley, the second baseman. Freshman, batting 90 on the season for the Dragons. 24 runs on 23 hits. She squares up a run, drops it perfectly. It rolls out to Watkins. Watkins is going to throw it. Oh, there's an error on the Lumberjacks. So Watkins, they throw the ball right over to Watkins. They hit the out on the sacrifice bunt. And then the Lumberjacks trying to play a little bit of a game there. They throw the ball right back to the pitcher.
Number 13, Hornsby.
First pitch is ball one. Let me see if I can get my things correct here. Then I'll get you know what happened. So the Lumberjacks, that's a strike. So we got a ball and a strike. I think that's Oglesby. No, it's not Oglesby. Oglesby was out. So I've got to undo everything in that stats program real quick. By Anna Sandy.
That's number 13, Hornsby, on number 7, Peterson.
So Maddie Green had a ball, a strike, and then a fly out. They're trying to get caught up here. So the run came across. What happened was, I think St. Mary's was playing a little baiting game there. They threw the ball to the pitcher, and the runner grounded to go to third. And St. Mary's had an opportunity to get her out, but the throw, I think I gave the error to the third baseman. It might have been actually against Watkins as she may have thrown it over the head. But in any case, the error didn't allow. They had it perfectly set up to be out of third, but they missed ball over there, created the error to create the score. Now the Lumberjacks will rebound. They get the strike out and retire the side. So there was 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and nobody left on base. Going to the top of the second, the Dragons have the early lead, 1-0. The Lumberjacks will be back. St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering Company invite you to come in for a nice breakfast or lunch. St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering is open 7 days a week, 4 a.m. to 3 p.m. weekdays, and 3 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekends. For breakfast, try the Stromboli or more traditional biscuits and gravy. If it's lunch you desire, Heidi's has plenty of sandwiches to choose from, or Bud's Big Burger on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's Heidi's St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering, located at 1117 Main Avenue, Suite 1 in St. Mary's. Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza, the paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on 10th Street in St. Mary's. And we are back into Stacy Mitchell leading off for the Lumberjacks. She's had a great tournament so far, batted 750 yesterday. First pitch is going to swing over the top of it or underneath it. Most of Peterson's pitches have been like prize balls that everybody's swinging under, so Lumberjacks have to figure it out. 0-1 count to Mitchell. That one's going to be low. It's a mean called strike 2. I think Mitchell thought it was a ball, didn't get the call she was hoping for. 0-2 count now to Mitchell. As she swings and misses, strike out, swinging on that next one. So Peterson in the groove right now for the Dragons in the pitching circle. Brings up Anna Sandy, the shortstop for St. Mary's. For 52 is her batting average. High and outside on that first pitch, ball 1. Peterson rocks and fires. Again, high, a little outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Sandy. Sloper on deck for the Lumberjacks. Next pitch on the way. Has a nice pitch. Good swing, strike 1. 2-1 count to Sandy. Sandy has been a freshman that's had some pretty good success this year. She actually has a home run on the year as well. Swings over the next one, strike 2. Those ones are definitely lower pitches. More in that right across the plate strike, though. Not able to get to it, though, and figure out that speed. A little bit behind it, I think. That one is going to be fouled off. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sandy. 1 out for the Lumberjacks. Top of the second inning. Malad leads it 1-0. Next pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Peterson pitching well for the Dragons. That'll bring up Danica Sloper for St. Mary's, the third baseman.
At bat number 15, Sloper on deck.
Sloper batting 152 on the season. Mia Asbury on deck for the Jacks. And Sloper takes a pitch, swing at the first pitch, strike 1. Over the top of that last pitch. Next pitch on the line. That one is going to be hit foul down the first base line. Strike 2. First go through. St. Mary's had a little bit of trouble figuring out Peterson's pitches. 0-2 count to Sloper. That ball is foul again. 0-2 count still. Sloper, 2 outs, nobody on for Lumberjacks. It's picked on the way. That's going to be hit right to the first baseman, and I think she actually drifted foul, and she was still able to make a good play on that and get the catch for the out. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base for the Lumberjacks. Bottom of the second inning, St. Mary's trails the Dragons 1-0. We'll be back with Wrigley Peterson leading off for Malad.
As the summer heat rises, our mind goes to things to keep us cool. Main Street Bistro and Espresso has what you need to set your mind at ease. Iced coffee, cold sodas, salads, and ice cream, just to name a few. So step inside, cool down, and enjoy it. Salad and iced coffee, or a dish of ice cream with many flavors to choose from. And if espresso's lattes are your thing, well, Main Street Bistro and Espresso has those as well. Main Street Bistro and Espresso on the Main Street in St. Mary's.
Pete Shoe Dryers is proudly celebrating 50 years of keeping your feet dry, and Pete Shoe Dryers are proudly built right here in St. Mary's. Pete Shoe Dryers is a proud community and Lumberjack supporter and wishes the Lumberjacks best of luck at the state tournament. Whether it's hunting, fishing, snowmobiling, or off-roading, Pete Shoe Dryers has a dryer to dry your gear, no matter if it's a pair of boots, gloves, or even a helmet. They can dry it. Don't fall for the imitations. Look for the real Pete Shoe Dryers at several local retailers.
And we are back. It will be Wrigley Peterson leading off for the Dragons. First pitch is going to be in the dirt. And Peterson batting .520 for the Dragons. She is also a freshman. Have quite a few freshmen on their lineup. Watch Watkins' next pitch was swung on, missed, strike one. Watkins looks in, gets her signals. Brock, pitch on the way, ground ball into the gap. It'll be out to center field for a base hit for Peterson. The Dragons getting a few hits here early. Brings up Maggie Willie. On deck is Boston Combs. Maggie Willie, a senior, 468 on the season. They've seen Watkins last year. She has 24 runs on 23 hits, 18 RBIs, 4 doubles, 1 triple, 2 home runs on the season. First pitch, she shows bunt, pulls it back, called strike one. Watkins looks in, gets her signals, rocks, fires. That's a call strike. This is a slap batter. She's a lefty. Down 0-2 in the count to Watkins. And that's going to be ball one on that next pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Willie. Runner on, nobody out for the Dragons. Next pitch, he's going to swing and miss. Strike 3. That brings up Boston Combs. He is a freshman as well. He's 6'21", 29 at-bats, 31 plate appearances, 13 runs, 18 hits, 7 RBIs, 5 doubles, 2 triples on the season for her. Struck out 6 times, walked twice. She shows bunt. Tries to lay it down, gets a little piece of it, fouls it back for strike number 1. Everybody resets after the foul ball. Lumberjacks ready for the next pitch. It's on the way. She squares it up the bunt. She's going to get the bunt laid down. The throw is in time to first. Runner stays at second on the sacrifice bunt.
On number 11, Kimberly. On deck number 2, Bailey.
Brings up Adley Kimberly. Adley, a sophomore, 380 is her batting average on the season. First pitch is going to be a ball. Next pitch. Ball low on that one. 2 balls, no strikes. Kimberly. On deck is the order, Goddard. That one's a little high, a little offside, so Watkins quickly down 3-0 in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Next pitch. It is going to be a strike on the inside corner. A 3-1 count to Adley Kimberly. Next pitch is swinging and miss. Strike 2. Runs the count full. See if Watkins can work himself back into a strikeout here or a fly out. Full count to Kimberly. Watkins looked in, gets her signal. Sets up on the road. Pitch on the way. Foul off. Right into the net here on the announcer's side of the field. Count remains full to Kimberly. 1 out, or 2 outs. Runner on second for. And he's going to ring her up looking. Third strike called. And the Dragons with no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Into the top of the third, the Dragons lead at 1-0. We'll be back.
P1SU wants to help you get out and explore the Pacific Northwest. Each time you make a purchase with the P1SU debit MasterCard, you get entered to win a weekly prize. You'll also get entered to win our grad prize giveaway, including 2 e-bikes and a stay at Silver Mountain. Win a little adventure with P1SU, a Pacific Northwest original since 1938. No purchase necessary. For your benefit, find official homes with details at t1fu.org/events. Insured by NCUA.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's, is open 24 hours. They have washers and dryers of all sizes to help you get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of their drop-off laundry service, where they wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you get your laundry done, be sure to take advantage of the touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844. And we are back as it will be leading off for the Lumberjacks. Mia Asbury in the number 7 slot. Both teams fairly even really right now as far as things are concerned. The Dragons are bottom of their order. St. Mary's right at the bottom, so really fairly even early goings here. Asbury on deck, or at the bat, and Spray on deck. Asbury, freshman, she's batting just .063 on the season. First pitch is high outside for ball 1. Next pitch she'll swing on, strike 1. Asbury's seen, let's see here, I think it's 16 at-bats, 22 appearances at the plate. Peterson shakes off the first signal. Next one she'll say yes to. That one's low inside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Asbury. Top of the third, St. Mary's trails 1-0. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss over the top of that one. Kind of a low pitch. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. If Lumberjack get these figured out on the next run through the lineup. Next pitch on the way. High. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to Asbury. Asbury with the next pitch on the way. She can get a piece of that one, fouls it off. Lumberjacks battling at the play here. Full count to Asbury. Next pitch on the way. Was a beautiful pitch down the middle. Going to catch her looking at that one. Throws her. Strike her out looking. That'll bring up Kayla Spray for her first at-bat. Spray has batted .352 on the season. 11 runs, 8 hits, 8 RBIs. Does not include yesterday's stats. 1 triple. 5 strikeouts, 6 walks. First pitch down low, ball 1 to Spray. On deck is Brent Elliott at the bottom of the lineup for St. Mary's. Next pitch comes across low as well. 2 balls, no strikes now to Spray. 1 out, nobody on for Lumberjacks. Top of the third inning. St. Mary's trails at 1-0 here. State softball action. That pitch just misses. Maybe inside. Ball 3. I've seen him call some strikes on that one, so I don't know if it might have been inside. So quickly ahead of the count. Next pitch, outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, or 3 balls, 1 strike now to Spray. Begins at the next pitch, strike 2, runs the count full. Three-two pitch coming up. On the way. Going to get a piece of it. Going to ground it to the second baseman. Throw first inside. And the Lumberjacks did put the bat on the ball, but couldn't put it anywhere where it could get into play. It was Oglesby to Horsley from second to first for the putout. 2 outs for the Lumberjacks. We'll bring up Brenna Elliott, a freshman for St. Mary's. Looking for her first pitches. And she's going to take a big cut, strike 1 at the first pitch. Elliott waiting for the next one. Gets a piece of that one, fouls it back, strike 2. Oh, 2 count to Elliott with 2 outs. early on. He's going to hit that one, chopping ground ball. The pitcher throw to first is in time. So aside from the one run that basically came in on an error, we've got a pitching duel going on at the moment. It'll be Bobby or Goddard leading off for the Dragons when we return.
I'm Heidi Kruger, your St. Mary's Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I am a proud sponsor of St. Mary's Lumberjacks football on KOFE 1240 AM. Call 208-883-4460 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
When was the last time you stopped by North Idaho Vinyl Graphics and Design? Been a while? Well, listen up. North Idaho Vinyl Graphics Design is more than just a place to get a banner. They make door and window decals, logos, vehicle wraps, and, of course, banners and signs. North Idaho Vinyl Graphics Design can also do custom shirts, sweatshirts, and feather plans. North Idaho Vinyl Graphics Design does way more than just banners. Located at 89 Homer Drive in St. Mary's, or give Marie Weber a call at 245-2332. That's 245-2332. North Idaho Vinyl Graphics Design, your hometown decal gal. And we are back. It is Gracie Goddard leading off. Swings at the first pitch, strike number one. Gracie Goddard, a junior, 362 batting average on the season. He's got 7 runs on 17 hits, 14 RBIs. Bottom of the order. That pitch low, ball 1. 1-1 strike. To Goddard. Bottom of the third inning, St. Mary's trails at 1-0 to the Dragons. Pitch on the way, foul back for strike number 2. 1-2 strikes. Lumberjacks to play 3 more games today. Lined up and the pitch. Trying to speed that one a little bit. It gets across the plate down low. 2 strikes to Goddard. Next pitch, swing the fast, strike 3, and she'll bring her up swinging. Now bring the top of the order back up is Caitlin Pickett. Did hit a single to center field in her first at bat. 2 hits for the Dragons have been into center field, just into the gap. Watkins ready to pitch on the way. That's going to be a little fly ball out to right field. Making the catch is Brenda Elliott for the fly out. That's 1 down for the Dragons. That'll bring up Oglesby. Sacrifice bunted in her first at bat. On deck is Maddie Green. So this time they'll be on. Oglesby should swing away. First pitch just outside, ball 1. Watkins gets her signals. Addison Stewart behind home plate. Rocks and fires. Ground low. 2 balls, no strikes. Watkins looks in, rocks and fires. Swing and miss at the next pitch, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike now to Oglesby. Beautiful view from the fields here. Either way, either field you're at, you got a great view of the mountains sitting in this valley here in Orofino. Next pitch, swing miss, strike 2. Couldn't find a hotel from here in Orofino last night. Had to go back down to Lewiston to stay at the Super 8 that I stayed at on Friday night. What the thing about it is it's not that bad of a drive, and it's actually gorgeous coming up the valley along the Clearwater River. Next pitch, swing and miss, strike 3. And that will retire the sides. 3 up, I believe it was, 3 down. And Lumberjacks get the top of their order with Addison Stewart. When we return, Lumberjacks still trail 1-0 to the Dragons here into the top of the 4th.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community. St. Mary's Lumberjacks and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. County are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Shift and Grind wishes Berkeley and the Lumberjacks softball team the best of luck at state. Now when you're back, it'll be Addie Stewart leading off for Lumberjacks. She is a freshman. She rounded out her first at-bat. Had a pretty good at-bat, just did not get on base. First pitch is going to be a called strike. She thought about swinging at it, decided not to, thought it was a little outside. Did not get that call from the umpires. The ump said strike one. Next pitch, swings over the top of it, maybe a rise ball there. Strike two. We're still trying to get Peterson figured out. Next pitch on the way. That was going to be a wild pitch. It's away from Peterson. It's ball one. One ball, two strikes to Stewart. Peterson rocks, fires, and that's to be fouled back reversal. Count remains the same. One ball, two strikes. Stewart battled pretty good in her first at bat with Peterson. Next pitch. Fouled off once again. Got a good at bat going for Stewart. One ball, two strikes. Coach Watkins giving some instructions from the dugout. He's going to foul that pitch off as the battle continues. 6 pitches to Stewart. 2 balls and a strike. Peterson readies herself. Pitch on the way. That one's going to be short and low outside. The ball's 2 strikes now as the count is even back up to Stewart. That pitch is up high. Ball 3 runs the count full. Both pitchers have been able to get the strikeouts or the ground outs. When running the count full, and Peterson will continue that trend here as Stewart swings at the next one and goes down swinging. That brings up Berkeley McGrill for the Lumberjacks. McGrill struck out swinging her first at bat. Swings at the first pitch, strike 1.
At bat number 5.
To McGrill. On deck is Watkins. Next pitch. Foul back. Strike 2. 0-2 count. McGrill with 1 out. Nobody on for Lumberjacks. We are in the top of the 4th. The Dragons lead at 1-0. Next pitch. On the way. Foul back again. 0-2 the count to Berkeley. That pitch is going to miss outside. 1 ball. One ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch is going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down for Lumberjacks. Brings up Casey Watkins. Watkins struck out in her first at bat. So she'll hope for some better results here. Waiting for the first pitch from Peterson. High outside. 1 ball. No strikes. Watkins. 1 out. No, I think it's 2. 2 outs. Mitchell on deck. Big heavy cut by Watkins. Swings under strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Watkins. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Lumberjacks still have a little bit of trouble getting Peterson figured out. Next pitch. Ground ball foul. Third baseline. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Watkins. That's nobody on. Next pitch. That's going to be a base hit for Watkins. And she hits that just over the top of the head of the shortstop and out into center field. The Lumberjacks get their first hit. Last time to do it is Stacy Mitchell steps to the plate. Mitchell struck out swinging her first at bat. Let's see if she learned anything from her first time seeing Peterson. First pitch high outside. Ball 1 to Mitchell. Next pitch on the way. Foul back for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mitchell. Once again, top of the 4th. Mary trails at 1-0 the Dragons. Semi-final action here. Swinging line drive right back at the pitcher. And Wrigley Peterson snags it out of the air for the final out. Lumberjacks do get a hit, but they could not bring the run across to tie things up. Still 1-0 in favor of the Dragons going into the bottom of the 4th inning. And it will be Maddie Green, the shortstop for the Dragons when we return.
From sun up to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Like your one farm and garden shop. Everything from supplies to livestock feeds and supplies. Triple X Feeds has it. Horse supplies, they have that also. Saddle pads to bridles, Triple X Feeds can set you up. Triple X Feeds now has hay and alfalfa in stock as well as straw. Triple X Feeds located at 130 East College Avenue in St. Mary's, open 8 to 5:30 weekdays and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. Triple X Feeds, a proud Lumberjack sports broadcast sponsor.
And we are back. It's Maddie Green leading off. She flew out her first at bat. First pitch, swing and miss, strike 1. Bottom of the 4th inning, Lumberjacks trail at 1-0. The Dragons with 2 hits, Lumberjacks with 1. The 1 run coming across basically on an error. That pitch can be just tipped foul. First strike 2. That error was on a throw from Watkins over to Sloper at third base, and this was, I think it was actually something on an error on Watkins. It was a little bit, the throw was hot. Next pitch, swing and miss, strike 3. Retiring that batter. Allie Horsley is up. If it wasn't for that 1 run on an error, it'd be all tied up in a pitching battle going on, as it is still a pitching battle regardless. But Dragons gifted 1 run. First pitch comes across low. Looks like trying to get that fastball. Maybe trying to even get her to swing it down because it looked good coming out, but it's low for ball 1. Hasley struck out swinging her first at bat. The pitcher on deck is Peterson. She'll be up next. That one is fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike to Horsley. Next pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike number 2. One-two count now to Horsley. Pitch on the way. That's fouled off. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck, like I said, is Peterson. In the hole is Maggie Willie for the Dragons. Gets their signals. 1-2 pitch on the way. That is a fly ball. It's drifting foul. And it's caught by Mia Asbury in foul territory for the flyout. Nice job by Asbury. Had to come in and take over at first base for the injured Fuller. That'll bring up the pitcher, Peterson. Hit a single or first at bat. No, actually, yeah, it's Wrigley Peterson. I was fell back for strike one. On deck is Maggie Lilly. So once again, we're having a little bit of a connection issue. I've been hearing that we're a little bit spotty inside on that pitch. Ball one. So if you know that the AT&T signal here is a little bit sketchy north, I think that's why I'm still connected. So yesterday I was able to get my phone connected to the Wi-Fi calling feature more than anything. I think that helped us have a stable connection. Today it's not connected to that Wi-Fi calling just yet. The next pitch is outside, ball two. 2 balls and a strike. So kind of figure things out here with that. Little high, let's try that change up, and it was also outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three 1 count to Peterson. Walk into the next pitch. Oh, we're going to leave that one low. And I think that is the first walk of the game. Well, and that'll bring up Maggie Willie, the lefty. She struck out swinging in her first at bat. On deck will be Combs for the Giants. Watkins, the pitch. Outside. Maybe a low ball as well, but it's still ball one. Definitely outside. Watkins with the pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Home run hit over the other field. That pitch fouled back. It'll be strike 2. And that's West Jefferson playing Napa Christian on the other field. The loser of this game will play the winner of that game in the next game. The winner of this game will be right on to the championship game. Next pitch. You got to spread that around the sun. It's going to go foul. That was a pretty good bunt, and it just pops out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. That bunt went down just a little bit of 8 feet down the third base line. Took a hop out of play. 1-2 pitch. Forthcoming. On the way. Low. Wrigley Peterson gets the stolen base. Not being really tried anything there. So runner at second. 2-2 count to Willie. Pitch on the way. That's a bunt. Nice bunt once again. And they're not going to be able to get the throw. We got runners at the corners. Nice bump there down the third base line by Maggie Willie. Runners at the corners for the Dragons. Brings up Boston Combs. Coach Bitterman going to give some defensive instructions, I think. Boston's pitches. I think he said that was a ball or a strike. Scoreboard says strike. Next pitch on the way. That one is a swing and miss for strike one. Strike, let's see. I think it's strike 2. 0-2 count to Combs. It's on the way. Fouls that one off the third base line. 0-2 count still to Combs. Pretty nice morning here in Orofino. Sun is out. Some clouds floating around here and there. Later in the day, might get the sprinkles. Watkins, the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a miss, strike 3, and Lumberjacks a little behind the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. In the top of the 5th, it is still 1-0 in favor of Malad. we'll be back, and it'll be Anna Sandy leading off for the Lumberjacks.
You always hear on the radio, across the bridge to station. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff, and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Tacos, nachos, and burgers. Oh my! The four-wheel grill in St. Mary's has that and much, much more. Breakfast burritos, wraps, poke bowls, there's just too much to list. If you haven't tried the four-wheel grill, you're missing out. Four-wheel grill located in the St. Mary's Sun Cycle parking lot is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The four-wheel grill is proud to sponsor this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. Call-in orders are accepted. Call 360-421-1027. That's 360-421-1027. Four-wheel grill in St. Mary's. Follow them on Facebook. And we're back. It's Anna Sandy leading off. Struck out swinging in her first at bat. A quick pitcher comparison. Dead even really on the stats. Watkins has a total of 61 pitches, 44 strikes, 17 balls. First pitch is a ball one. And Wrigley Peterson has 64 pitches, 48 strikes, 16 balls. That one makes 17 balls. Next pitch on the way. Taking a little bit of a swing, some high cheese there. Strike one ball, one strike to Sandy. Got her to bite. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Effort up again. Maybe that rise ball. Strike 2. Peterson doesn't appear to be overpoweringly fast, but she's got a lot of movement. Oh, got her to chase a really high one. 1 ball, or a strikeout there for Peterson. Brings up Sloper for the Lumberjacks. She hit a line drive right to the first baseman. It was actually out of play, but she was able to snap it out of the air. First pitch is a little blooper over to the third baseman. Scoops the throw to first is inside. For the ground out. Actually, I think it was the shortstop that scooped it up and threw it to first. So that'll bring up Mia Asbury with 2 outs. Spray on deck for the Lumberjacks. Bottom of the lineup. Down to 7 and 9 batters for St. Mary's. Could be a quick inning for the Dragons. First pitch, after the chase, kind of a low one there. Strike 1. Wrigley Peterson has just enough stuff to keep St. Mary's on their toes. Another nice pitch. Swing and miss. Strike 2. St. Mary's having some trouble and figuring the pitcher out. Next pitch is going to ring her up looking. Strike 3, and that is a really quick inning there for Wrigley. Only had to pitch a handful of pitches. And the score is the bottom of the 5th. It's 1-0 in favor of Malad. We will return, and it'll be the bottom of their order. Kimberly lead off when we return.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating with 6 professional staff who is assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Mitchell Excavation in Fernwood wants to wish Stacy and the entire Lumberjack softball team the best of luck at the state tournament. For all of your road building, site preparation needs, call Mitchell Excavation at 208-245-1160. Whether it's digging for plumbing and electrical or home site preparation, Mitchell Excavation is the place to call. That's Mitchell Excavation in Fernwood, 208-245-1160. And we are back and have the Kimberly leading off for the Dragons. Struck out looking her first at bat. 9 strikeouts for the Dragons, pitcher 7 for Watkins. First pitch, swing and miss, strike 1. Game is moving through really fast. We're not even to an hour yet into the fifth inning. High outside. Kimberly thought about facing it, but decided not to. 1-2 strikes. Or 1 strike to Kimberly. On deck, the number 9 batter is Goddard. Pitcher on way. Showed bunt. It came across low, ball 2. I don't know what passes and on for there. Where the bat needs to be to break that plane, but apparently it was not there. I think it's got to be pretty much even with the first baseline. Next pitch, that's outside. 3 balls and a strike now to Kimberly. Pitch on the way. Swing, miss, strike 2. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Been a few full counts in this game for both pitchers. Pitch on the way. That is fouled off. Villa might have had a chance to try to catch that one, but kind of gave up on it. From first base, it was out of play, foul ball. Might have had to really try. I don't have a great angle from here. Full count. Pitch on way. Strike 3 looking, and we ring up another one for Watkins. I think that is now 9 strikeouts for both pitchers. He's got Tracy Goddard, the bottom of the order. That's 1 out. Strikeout swinging for her in her first at bat. First pitch, fastball a little quick, swing and miss, strike 1. On deck at the top of the order, Caitlin Pickett, the catcher. Pitch on the way. That one is it was coming across low. She went ahead and tried to get the bunt on, as I think she'd already offered, so she just tried to get it into play. And it's going to be foul for strike 2. 0-2 count to Goddard. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike 3. Brings up top of the order. Caitlin Pickett. She hit a single. And she got fly out in her last bat. 1 for 2 for her. On deck is Oglesby. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss on a high outside pitch. Strike 1. Watkins, pitch on the way, swing out, fly ball. Casey Mitchell got to play it and the catch for the final out. That will retire the side. So fairly quick inning for the Lumberjacks as well. Pitch count still fairly even, 73 pitches for Watkins, 72 for Peterson. For the Lumberjacks, they're in the number 8 slot. It'll be Spray leading off when we return.
Hodge Funeral Home has long been a community leader at St. Mary's and family. Hodge is knowledgeable, caring, and will suggest final plans that will fit your wishes and budget. And being a community leader, Hodge Funeral Home is proud to be a sponsor of this Lumberjack State game. We're proud of you and wish you all the best. Go Jacks!
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The Securities and Advisory Services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. And we are back. It will be Michaela Spray leading off for Lumberjacks. She grounded out in her first at bat. Lumberjacks have 1 hit on the game, 3 hits for the Dragons. The Dragons lead 1-0. That 1 run coming across on a Lumberjack error.
Starting off top of the 6th for the St. Mary's Lumberjacks is number 3, Spray.
On deck for Lumberjacks will be Elliott. Can't see the scoreboard from here, but lots of hooting and hollering coming from that other game across the way. Loser of this game will play the winner of that game. Winner of this game will be waiting the championship game. First pitch to Spray is going to be high. Ball one. Spray grounded out in her first at bat. So she made contact. 1-0 pitch on the way. On the outside corner, strike one. That was a nice-looking pitch as well. I don't really know how Spray held up on not swinging for that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch on the way. In the dirt, ball 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, or 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. That one was maybe a rise ball as it was starting to lift, and Spray took a swing at it and pops it foul down the third base line. 2-2 the count now to Spray. They get that ball back in there. Cutthroat Resort, I've been wanting to mention, I don't remember the names of the bands, but next week is Race the Joe, and the Cutthroat Resort out on the Joe River are going to have live music Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That pitch looked low. He's called back the ball several times. They're going to call it a called third strike. And the pitcher looking.
Number 2, Elliott.
Brings up Brenna Elliott. She also made contact. She grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat. And it'll be back to the top of the order to Stewart. So, yeah, if you're not doing anything, need somewhere to go up for the depot races, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, live music at the Cutthroat Resort. Maybe it's just Friday, Saturday for live music. That ball is going to be foul down the third base line. Strike 1 to Elliott. Next pitch on the way. Right, just about knee level, maybe a little bit up from there, and it's going to be a called strike 2. 0-2 count to Elliott. Top of the 6th. Swinging and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs brings up the top of the order for the Lumberjacks. Addison Stewart, she made contact in her first at bat with a ground out to the third baseman, and she struck out swinging her first at bat, or her second at bat. If she can get on base here with 2 outs, it'll be a good thing for the Lumberjacks. 6th inning, Dragons lead at 1-0. That's a called strike. She thought about swinging, should have went ahead and took the set. Pulled that bat back, thinking it might have been outside or high. It was a called strike. Next pitch on the way. Mountain coming across low. She's going to take a swing at that one and fouls that one back. 0-2 count to Stewart. Pitch on the way. High pitch. Takes the swing, strikes it out, and the Lumberjacks are retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. It's the number 2 batter at the plate for the Dragons. When we return, it is Briley Oglesby leading off.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has teamed up to create our own blend with Land Grove Roasters of Troy, Idaho, who roasts and ships within 24 hours to ensure you have the freshest, locally sourced energy boost we can provide. Whistle Stop Coffee and More also has bagels, fresh fruit parfaits, and house-made nitro cold brew on tap with refillable collars to take for your summer recreation. Also coming soon, mobile food vendors. Whistle Stop Coffee and More at 801 Railroad Avenue, St. Mary's, where local and handcrafted are our priority. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's, wishing Michaela Spray and the Lumberjacks good luck here at the state tournament. Currently, Lumberjacks down 1-0 to the Dragons. Bottom of the 6th inning, that 1 run comes across on an error in the first inning. So no earned run for either pitcher. Peterson is going to, or Oglesby looks to bunt down, pulls it back, and it's going to be a ball one low. Maddie Green on deck. Riley had a sacrifice bunt and a strikeout swinging in her first two at bats. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be a called strike. That one looked kind of high, but Watkins gets the favorable call from the umpire. 1-1 count to Oglesby. Next pitch on the way. That one was strike 2. That one just about knee level, maybe a little bit up from there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Oglesby. 1-2 pitch. That one, Watkins loses that one out of her hand. 2 balls, 2 strikes now as that one comes across low. Pitch on the way. That's going to be called strike 3. That'll bring up the shortstop, Maddie Green. Fly out and a strikeout swinging for her. On deck is Allie Horsley. Watkins pitch on the way. That one comes across low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Green. Watkins steps back up. The pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Green. Watkins rocks and fires. Strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Green. 1 out, nobody on for the Dragons. Green getting some signals from her coach down the third base side. Watkins rocks, fires, swing and miss, strike 3. That brings up Allie Horsley with a strikeout swing and a fly out in her first 2 at-bats. 2 down, nobody on for the Dragons. One heck of a game here in the semifinal matchup. First pitch, ground ball. It's going to be trouble. 4th hit for the Dragons. And that one just gets in the gap between short and second base. 2 outs, runner on first for the Dragons. They've had 4 hits in this game. St. Mary's has only had 1.
Number 7, Peterson on deck.
Lumberjacks had a lot of trouble figuring out Peterson and her pitching for the Dragons. First pitch on the way. That is a fly ball. And that is caught for the 3rd out by Brenna Elliott. I was kind of worried for a second. She looked like she might have lost that ball for a moment. Is able to find it and make the catch to retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. We are going into the top of the 7th inning. Lumberjacks need to get a run, or the Dragons are going to win it on an error. And we don't want to lose the game on an error. We'll be back.
Margie Gannon wants to thank the St. Mary's community and Benoit County for the continued support of not only herself, but of the community. Whether it's supporting your local businesses, supporting your local charities, or families in need, people of St. Mary's and Benoit County are always there to help. Margie also wants to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck and wants to let you know that the entire St. Mary's community is proud of you and is cheering you on. Margie says, go Lumberjacks.
General Martin Holmes, your new Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is proud of the St. Mary's Lumberjacks for making it to the state tournament because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason why so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life, plus they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown team. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's. And we're back. It's McGrill leading off. The Lumberjacks are in a good spot in order to hopefully try to get something going. McGrill swings and misses its first pitch, though strike 1. Berkeley batting in the number 2 slot. Next pitch is swung on and hit high on the infield, caught by Howie Horsley for the first down. Lumberjacks need 1 run to tie things up here. Watkins is a single or first or second at bat, so maybe she's kind of got things figured out a little bit. We'll see. First pitch swung on, foul back, strike 1. Watkins waiting for the next pitch. I think she got a piece of it. It's a foul ball, still a strike, though. 0-2 count to Watkins. Next pitch. Going to get her swing, another high one. Swing underneath it, strike 3. 2 outs for the Lumberjacks. They'll bring up Stacy Mitchell. Mitchell, 0 for 2 for the strikeout swinging and a line drive.
On number 10, Mitchell. On deck, number 7.
That pitch misses outside for ball 1. On deck is Anna Sandy if Mitchell can get on. 2 outs, though, for the Lumberjacks. Swinging the missed strike for 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mitchell. Next pitch, going to get her to swing another one, strike 2. Land Dragons 1 out away, or 1 strike away. And they're going to do it. They get the strikeout to end the game as Mitchell goes down swinging. Lumberjacks lose this one on an error, which is a tough one to swallow for them. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. That also.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment that those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, be a cat.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer, terms and conditions apply. See LesSchwab.com/sale for details.
Looking for good food during the Race to Joe weekend? Try St. Joe River Dogs of St. Mary's, Idaho. St. Joe River Dogs has everything from nachos to Scheffelmeyer dogs to snow cones. Next Friday night, you'll find St. Joe River Dogs right on Main Street for the show and shine. And Saturday and Sunday at the IFI Landing, where you can get some food and watch the jet boat action. That's St. Joe River Dogs wishing Lumberjacks best of luck at State.
Do you have a hazardous tree on your property? You need some trees or brush removed in preparation for a home or shop? You can call Andy's Arbor Recycling. Andy's Arbor Recycling specializes in the removal of dangerous trees, pruning, thinning, and shipping. Andy's Arbor Recycling also has a bucket truck for those hard-to-reach areas. So if you're in need of some thinning, tree removal, and site preparation, call Andy's Arbor Recycling. That's at 208-582-2134. That's 208-582-2134. Andy's Arbor and Cycling.
Are your friends and family tired of sleeping with Fido when they visit? Maybe Fido's tired of sleeping with them. Either way, the Pines Motel is there to save the day. With large, spacious rooms, comfortable beds, and even a mini fridge, Fido may get jealous. Save the floor for Fido and call Kevin of the Pines Motel at 245-2545. That's the Pines Motel in St. Mary's. I'm sure your friends and family would appreciate it, and so would Fido. Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawash, Stoney, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work, M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
We're Dairy West, That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
And we are back with a ball game between the Dragons and the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's sadly goes down 1-0 on an only run coming across in that game was on an error. So that was just a rough way to lose a game for the Lumberjacks on an error. But hey, it happens, and that's the lowest scoring game for either team. Dragons average 10 points a game, or margin of victory is over 10. St. Mary's margin of victory is also just over 11. So two really solid teams and two solid pitchers, and the Dragons able to kind of figure out Watkins a little bit earlier than St. Mary's was able to figure out Peterson. They never really did figure her out, as the Dragons ended up with 4 hits to the Lumberjacks 1. The 1 run coming in the first inning on an error. I don't know if I credited that error correctly. I did give the error to the third baseman, but it might have been kind of a wild throw from Watkins that actually caused that error. They probably would have had an out at third base had it been a clean throw or catch, whichever way it was supposed to go. But either case, it was an error that caused the Lumberjacks this game. And 1 error, and that's all it takes, especially in this type of a game where it's probably 2 of the top 2 teams in the state on playing. So take a quick look at the Ladd stats. They batted just 200 on the game. They did have 4 hits for them, so not too bad, or not the greatest either. And that game is going wild over there. I don't know what the score is, but it must still be a pretty good game going. So that was the batting for the Dragons. They're pitching. The win goes to Wrigley Peterson, the freshman. She pitched all 7 innings through 92 pitches. No runs allowed. She struck out 14 batters. She did not walk anybody. And team fielding, they had a 9.52 fielding percentage. So let's look at the Dragons stats. We'll take one quick break and come back with the Lumberjack stats. Where can you watch the jet boat races, enjoy live music, good food, and loads of fun? The Cutthroat Resort is where. The Cutthroat Resort, located at 18985 St. Joe River Road, is right on the river and offers a great view of the Race the Joe action. The fun starts Friday, May the 27th, and lasts all weekend long. And some drinks and food. The Cutthroat Resort on the St. Joe River is a campground, a restaurant, and full bar. Hours Tuesday through Friday, 12 to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Sundays, 12 to 7. The Cutthroat Resort on the St. Joe River in St. Mary's. Hughes Ace Hardware is ready to get you ready for the summer. Start with the yard work, from lawnmowers to wheelbarrows. Hughes Ace Hardware will help take the work out of yard work. Once the yard work is covered, be sure to pick up some wild bird food, 2 for $20, and make sure your family and friends are fed. Then, feed yourself on one of the many barbecue grill options at Hughes Ace Hardware. Whether it's a Traeger pellet grill or a Weber gas grill, Hughes Ace Hardware has one for you. That's Hughes Ace Hardware in St. Mary's.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action? Heck, yes. That'd be awesome. Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active? Definitely. Want to give back to the student athletes in your community? Obviously, yes. Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in Idaho, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Bud and Janice McCall want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck at the state tournament. Bud and Janice are longtime community members and Lumberjack supporters, and are proud to support this broadcast of Lumberjack Sports. Bud and Janice McCall say, "Go Lumberjacks!" And we are back now. Look at the Lumberjack stats on the batting side. Not a whole lot to go over. T.C. Watkins with 1 hit for St. Mary's, as she batted .333 on the game. Pitching for St. Mary's, it was a pretty good day for Watkins as well. She had 11 strikeouts, did walk 1, and the earned run average is 0. There was no earned run in that game for the Lumberjacks either. Like I said, they lost it 1-0 on an error in the first inning, so kind of a tough one there for the Lumberjacks. And fielding for St. Mary's, they had that one error, but they had a fielding percentage of .952. And being the stats are the way they are, and there wasn't a whole lot to really give credit to, I'm going to have to pick Casey Watkins as the player of the game. I wasn't going to do the player of the game just yet. But anyways, Casey Watkins is our player of the game for that game, and she had a pretty good outing with the pitching. Depending on if I got that error wrong, it maybe should have been credited to Watkins. If it was a wild throw on her part of a third, but in any case, that's the only that was the only mistake the Lumberjacks made in this game was that one. And one mistake in a high-quality softball game can cost you a game. So the Lumberjacks will hope to see that they can win this next game and then get back in the championship side against Malad once again. We'll take one more break, and we'll take a look at that bracket.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Heidi Lounsbury of St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering Company invites you to come in for a night. 3 p.m. weekdays and 3 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the weekends. For breakfast, try the Mongolian or more traditional biscuits and gravy. If it's lunch you desire, Heidi's has plenty of sandwiches to choose from, or Bud's Big Burger on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's Heidi's St. Mary's Sandwich and Catering, located at 1117 Main Avenue, Suite 1 in St. Mary's. Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's.
As summer heat rises, our mind goes to things to keep us cool. Main Street Bistro and Espresso has what you need to set your mind at ease. Iced coffee, cold sodas, salads, and ice cream, just to name a few. So step inside, cool down, and enjoy a crisp salad and iced coffee, or a dish of ice cream with many flavors to choose from. And if espresso's a latte to your thing, well, Main Street Bistro and Espresso has those as well. Main Street Bistro and Espresso on the Main Street in St. Mary's.
Pete Shoe Dryers is proudly celebrating 50 years of keeping your feet dry, and Pete Shoe Dryers are proudly built right here in St. Mary's. Pete Shoe Dryers is a proud community and Lumberjack supporter and wishes the Lumberjacks the best of luck at the state tournament. Whether it's hunting, fishing, snowmobiling, or off-roading, Pete Shoe Dryers has a dryer to dry your gear, no matter if it's a pair of boots, gloves, or even a helmet. They can dry it. Don't fall for the imitations. Look for the real Pete Shoe Dryers at several local retailers.
And we are back. Lumberjacks once again losing that game in the semifinals. They lost 1-0 to the Malad Dragons. Lost it on an error early in the first inning. So Malad is solidly in place in the championship game. The Lumberjacks will have to play their way in back to that championship game. They will play the winner of West Jefferson and Nampa Christian. That game currently going on, and it is apparently a doozy over there. High score. I think the last report I got was like 12-8, and I'm not sure necessarily who was up. So that game's still going, and the winner of that game will play St. Mary's at noon, or play at noon. I just got told that West Jefferson was up. It looks like Nampa Christian is battling back, and they might have put a couple runs across already. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But anyways, next game coming up will be at noon for Lumberjacks. And so we're going to send it back to the studio for just a bit, and then we will be back here to get things going. If that game gets over before 12, they're going to do everything they can to get the second game going by noon. But it might be a little bit later than that. So we will be back in a little bit with the next game of the state championship here with the Lumberjacks. So that does it for game number 1 for today. Thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast of Lumberjack Softball 2022 State Softball Tournament Action, hosted by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the United Dairymen of Idaho. Once again, we want to take a moment to thank all of our state tournament sponsors and hope that you will do the same. Without them, we wouldn't be here. And until next time, go Lumberjack!